Welcome to your daily 49ers update. I'm Rob Stats Guerrera. Here is what's happening. The results from Brock Purdy's MRI on his elbow are in, and they are as good as can be expected.
Brock Purdy had a right elbow contusion with nerve inflammation. Most likely going to miss this week, but no long-term issues. UCLA is fine. UCL looks fine.
Purdy will end the season with 3,864 yards passing, 20 touchdowns, and 12 interceptions in 15 games. Shanahan also said he hasn't decided yet who's going to start against the Cardinals, but Josh Dobbs was the backup on Monday against the Lions because of the sorry state of the offensive line. And let's face it, that's not likely to improve much in a week, so Josh Dobbs may have a shot to start in the final game of the regular season. Now, another thing Kyle Shanahan talked about yesterday was the report that Jed York says Lynch and Shanahan are not going anywhere. You would think that that would make Kyle Shanahan really happy, but actually he said it doesn't really do much for him.
Not really. I feel confident. I've got a good relationship with Jed, and we speak almost every day. So hearing stuff in the media doesn't really change much for me. It's more what I have between him and myself.
Will we be sitting here on New Year's Day 2026 saying the same thing? Time will tell, but we'll find out together. Now, let's end on a positive note. Ricky Pearsall was awesome on Monday night against the Lions. He had more receiving yards in a single game than any 49ers rookie not named Jerry Rice. So, Kyle, was this a breakout game for Ricky Pearsall, or was it more the culmination of all the work he's been putting in this season?
More of a culmination. I mean, I think that's the hardest thing with wide receivers in this day and age, that everyone's judged off of their stats, which can tell a lot sometimes, but that's just when they get the ball or not, and that's not always based off of what they do. That's based off of circumstances that happen with the other 21 players on the field, because there's a lot. I mean, you can play a really good game and have no numbers, and there's nothing you did wrong about it, but people act like you didn't because you need to see those numbers from guys when they touch the ball. So I was happy that he got more opportunities, that it worked out that way, and when he did, he came through with them and showed the stuff that we like about him, so everyone could see it.
After the game on Monday, Brock Purdy actually explained how he and Pearsall have been working to gain that chemistry together.
All throughout the season, we've had a couple days where we stayed after and make sure we get some routes in. And he's just still so young and like a sponge, when it comes to learning route trees in our offense and stuff. And so for me, it's like he's going to listen. He's willing to be coached. And so we've had multiple days where we stay after. And, I sort of explain to him, what I'm thinking on a route. And then he tells me how he's feeling. So I'm really excited, man, to have him and to continue to work with him.
One game left in the season. We all would love to see Ricky Pearsall do what he did on Monday one more time. We always give you one thing to read, one thing to watch, and one thing you might have missed. One thing to read on this Wednesday. I keep telling you about it. The Minutia Minute from Matt Barrows. There's only one more left, but until they're gone, you should keep reading it. There's a note in there about Deebo Samuel that might make him more attractive to trade partners this offseason. I'll drop the link in the description. One thing to watch, Deebo Samuel was a guest on the St. Brown's podcast with Amon-Ra and Equiminius. They talked about the Lions game, losing the Super Bowl, and a lot of kind of get-to-know-you type questions with Deebo Samuel. Again, I'll drop the link in the description. One thing you may have missed, there were a couple of non-Brock Purdy injuries that Kyle addressed yesterday. Leonard Floyd has a shoulder, and Demetrius Flanagan-Foles is dealing with a calf injury. Both players are considered day-to-day. That's a wrap on today's 49ers in 5. Please rate, review, and follow the Gold Standard Podcast wherever you find your audio pods. Like and subscribe to the YouTube channel as well. We're live every day. Click the bell so you get notifications. Enjoy your New Year's Day, everybody. I'm Rob Stats Guerrera. We'll talk tomorrow.